Today we discuss about the temperature effect on metal forming process or importance of the temperature in metal forming process. Any deformation operation can be accomplished with lower force and the power at elevated temperature. Okay, so we perform any type of metal forming process with a force and power with some temperature. Three temperature range in a metal forming process. Generally, we are consider or we categorize the metal forming process depends on temperature in three stages like cold working, warm working, and hot working. So first of all, we'll see about the cold working process. So when we know when we consider it is a cold working process, if we perform the process at a room temperature or slightly above, so that all process is considered as a cold working process. Many cold working forming process are importance are important mass production operation. Minimum or no machining usually required. Okay, so after machining operation, after working cold working operation, forming operation in a cold working, we don't require any machining. These operation are near knit shape or knit shape process, so we are not required any machining process after forming process. So some advantages of cold working process: better accuracy, closer tolerance, better surface finish, strain hardening increase the strength and hardness, grain flow during deformation, cause the desirable directional properties in a product. No heating of the work required. It is already cold forming process, though there is no pre and post heating is required. Some disadvantages, or we call as the limitations: higher force and power required for deformation. Obviously, we don't use any temperature, so we require the force and power is high. Surface of starting work must be free of scale and dirt. Ductility and strain hardening limit the amount of forming that can be done. In some cases, the metal must be annulled before further deformation can be accomplished. In other cases, the metal is simply not ductile enough to be cold work. Next, we'll see the warm working. Okay, performed at a temperature above room temperature but below recrystallization temperature. Okay, in a cold working process, we just go exactly at room temperature or just slightly above the room temperature. But in a warm working process, we obviously will go above room temperature and below recrystallization temperature. Dividing line between the cold working and warm working often expressed in terms of melting point. So how we consider it is a warm working or a warm or it is a temperature above room temperature and below recrystallization temperature. So we follow one formula, that is 0.3 Tm, where Tm is a melting point of that particular material. It's called as absolute temperature of the for the metal. There are some advantages and disadvantages of warm working process. Advantages: we require the low force and power than the cold working. If we compare with the cold working process, here we require the low force and power. More interact work in geometric possible. Need for annealing may be reduced or eliminated. annealing is required in a cold working process, but here we most of the time completely eliminated, or we reduce the annealing process. Disadvantages: workpiece must be heated. In a cold working process, we directly go for forming process without any heating of the workpiece. Next, third process is a hot working process. Deformation at temperature above recrystallization temperature. Okay, so that all processes are considered in a hot working process. Recrystallization temperature is equal to above one half of melting point of absolute scale. So how we calculate this temperature is above recrystallization temperature? In practice, the hot working usually perform somewhat above 0.5 T suffix m. Metal continues to soften at a room temperature, increases above 0.5 T suffix m, enhancing the advance of the hot working above this level. Why we go for hot working process? Most probably capability of substantial plastic deformation far more than in possible with the cold working or warm working. Why? The strain coefficient K is substantially less than at room temperature. The strain hardening exponent and is 0, and ductility is significantly increased. There are some advantages of hot working process. Work part shape can be significantly altered. Lower force and power required. Obviously, we use the product under heat and above recrystallization temperature, so obviously we require the low force and power. Metal that usually fracture in a cold working can be hot formed. Strength properties of the product are generally isotropic. No strengthening of the part occurred from the work hardening. Advantageously, in case when a part is to be subsequently processed by the cold working process. Disadvantages of the hot working process, or some we call it the limitation of hot working process. Lower dimensional accuracy. Obviously, we use the product above recrystallization temperature. So, if at the time of warming process, maybe the change of dimension, more change of dimension is occurred. So, there is a lower dimensional accuracy, higher total energy required, which is sum of. Okay, if we use the sentence in advantages, we require the low energy, but here we write the sentence in a disadvantages, we require the high energy. If we sum of all the process, sum of complete process, obviously we require the total energy is higher. Like thermal energy need to heat the workpiece and the energy to deform the metal. So for this both process we require the energy. So total energy required for the hot working process is higher. Work surface oxidation or scaling. Poorer surface finish, we get the product or final product with very poor surface finish. Shorter total life, obviously whole this process is under the hot working or under the temperature, high temperature, so we get the short to life dia or roll in bulk deformation. So what is the part of friction in metal forming process? It is also important factor we consider in a metal forming process. In most of the metal forming process, the friction is undesirable. That is, the flow of metal is reduces, forces and power are increased, tool wear is faster. So this happen due to the more friction. Friction and tool wear are more severe in a hot working process. Another more important factor, if you want to reduce the friction, we require the lubrication system. But it has also some limitation. It has also some selection process. Metal working lubricants are applied to tool work interface in a more in a mini forming operation to reduce the harmful effect of the friction. Where we use the lubrication system in between tool and workpiece. So there are some benefits of the lubrication we use in metal forming process. So what are benefits? Reduce the sticking, force, power, tool wear. We get the better surface finish. Removes the heat from the tooling at the time of working. There are some considerations, choosing the lubrication. How we choose the lubrication? So this depend on type of forming process. Either it is rolling forming process, forging, sheet metal, drawing, or whatever may be. Hot working or cold working process, depend on that also we consider or we choose the lubrication. Work material, which type of material we use for working. Then chemical reactivity with the tool and work metal. It is also important that lubrication or lubrication system is more reactive with tool and workpiece. Then easy of application and cost wise also we consider the selection of lubrication system. Thank you. Thanks to all.